There, my name is Carlita, and today I'm going to talk to you about my experience purchasing my first box truck. If you're interested in starting a trucking company with box trucks, or if you're trying to grow an existing box truck company, you'll be interested to hear how I made my first box truck purchase in ways you can streamline the process and reduce your risk without making any of the mistakes that I made. Before I go further, those who are new to my channel, I own box trucks, but sometimes you'll hear me say straight trucks. Essentially, it's just a 26-foot truck that is often used to carry or haul cargo, or a moving truck. In the case of heavy hauling trucks, these are big trucks and they're in the medium duty class. So if you hear box truck, straight truck, cargo truck, among other names, these are all the same thing. The only difference is the length, and it's 26 foot. With that being said, let's go back to my office and get started. So the first question I have is, where did I find my first truck? When I purchased my first truck, it was in August of 2021. So we were still in the midst of the pandemic. And at this time, finding trucks was definitely hard because everyone had bought them up and the prices were sky high. Now, I did find trucks, but the ones that I found were either high mileage or they may have had some mechanical issues. They were used for parts, or they could have just been a lemon trying to be sold to me as being a pristine truck. So I was looking, I wasn't able to find anything on the market, and I also looked for new trucks, but again, it was dry pickings. So I visited sites like papertruck.com, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, Google advanced query searches. I even went to dealerships, asked questions at dealerships. I visited all the big trucking rental companies like Enterprise, Ryder, Budget, Penske, and Ideal Lease, which is a part of the international truck brands, and Craigslist. And happened to behold, Craigslist was where I found the 2013 international truck that we purchased. Now, this truck did have 180,000 miles. It was not a 26 foot, it was actually a 28 foot. And the owner actually had the truck on site. Who did I buy the truck from? So I bought this truck from another owner. She was not in the trucking industry. She actually owned a commercial cleaning company, industrial cleaning, actually, of manufacturing plants and businesses. And the reason why she was selling this truck, because she actually was in business for over 30 years. And her children did not want to continue the business, but she was tired and she wanted to go ahead and enjoy the rest of her life, her golden years. Like I said, she was not in the trucking industry, so she really had no idea what was going on our corner of the world. She didn't know these trucks were going for double what they were selling for originally. So when she sold me the truck, we had made a deal, made everything solidified, and later she found out during the process of us meeting that she could have sold it for more, but because we had an already built rapport with her, she didn't want to take it off the market. She wanted to keep her word, and she wanted to get out of the business that she was in, so she was willing to sell it at the price she had originally had set it for. Well, let's talk about money. How much this truck cost? This truck cost me $26,000. Now, mind you, I was looking for a new or used truck to be financed, but because this was a private seller, I had not had time to set up the financing to bring with me. And I did not want to miss the opportunity if the truck was good once we looked at it. So I said, I did not do financing for this truck, but once I purchased it and got a title, I started putting things together, and I figured, you know what, it'd probably be best if instead of me using my savings, let me take the truck and use it as collateral. So I went and took the truck and took out an equipment loan against the truck and repaid myself back for the purchase and allowed the truck to pay for itself. So I had found this amazing company referred to me, and they did an amazing job getting me qualified, getting me set up, and making sure I had what I need to qualify. And it wasn't even 2 or 3 weeks that we had the funds back into my account and we were on our way. So I had purchased the truck first, cash, and then I turned around and used the title as collateral to get an equipment loan. So even though I did take him out of pocket, it ended up being financed in the long run. And if you're interested in getting that company's information, I'll be glad to share with you. Because they did a great job. They taught me so much. I learned so much about business credit and how it actually works, how you set it up. And if you're looking to get finance and equipment loan, I recommend this company. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to share that information. Next question: how did I know this truck was a good purchase? To be honest with you, I did not know if it was a good purchase. And prior to buying this truck, we did look at a couple other trucks, and I had did certain things and had people look at it. So when I got to this, like my third or fourth truck within a few days, I still didn't know if it was a good truck, but it was worth me doing my due diligence and at least checking. Now, mind you, I was not physically there, so I had to rely on the expertise of others, and I don't have any experience. So, other than like buying personal vehicles, but this doesn't compare, right? There's some similarities, but there are nuances that you must be aware of. So I had the driver, who has some experience with at least driving the trucks, meet the seller in St. Louis. He was coming from Nashville, and when he got there, I had called and vetted a certified mobile mechanic, and they met, and the mechanic actually put the truck on his computer and ran the diagnostics of the truck to make sure there were no pending codes. Both my driver and the mobile mechanic, who was certified, drove the truck around and got a feel of any condition, any underlying vibration. They went under the hood, they looked for leaks and just different things just to make sure that it was a solid purchase at that time, right? In that snapshot of time. So once everything cleared, I did request, like maintenance records and got history of the truck. And so I did as much as I could with the time that I had and the knowledge that I had to do due diligence. And it was a good truck. We got all the funds sent over and the deal was done. Now, although I think I did a pretty good job, I thought I did a pretty good job at the time, I did make some mistakes. And I will share some of the mistakes I made in this video to help you understand what you should avoid and what I could have did better in the process. It may sound like I did a good job, but there were a couple things I could have done better. I think you would like to hear those. So I'll make a new video discussing those mistakes that I did make. Now, let me quickly go over some of the specification of what I was looking for. For the type of trucking that we do, we are a non-CDL truck, last mile delivery. So I was looking for a last mile delivery truck, and that's typically a 26-foot truck that's non-CDL. It has certain specifications on it. It has certain pound rating. For example, having that 26 foot of space. Thankfully, we had 28 foot of space, which gave us a little more capacity for the loading or a little more area to store things. I think the most important thing for the trucks is making sure you get an Allison transmission or a Cummins engine. Those are the two things you'll hear quite often. If you go into like Facebook groups, or if you like do some research and do some talking to people who own trucks, they will probably tell you, make sure if you purchase a truck, that it has an Allison transmission or a Cummins engine. And there's a reason for that. And I'll go over that in more detail. So that's it. So that's pretty much in a really nutshell what I did in purchasing my first truck for my business. I will say this. I think the hardest part of starting a trucking company is finding that truck and parting with your money or signing your name on a dotted line. That's probably one of the hardest things. I think it's easy to get stuck in the weeds and collect data and do research. That doesn't require much but your time, which time is very valuable. So you don't want to spend all day doing that. You want to get straight to the point and get the information you need so you can hit the ground running and finding the best deal. Because these deals are basically first come, first serve. I will say this, there were times I found a perfect truck, but someone got there before me, you know? So those are things you have to look out for. Like, you are competing against other people, not only just your internal self, meaning how fast you learn, how comfortable you are, how the funds you have, financing timeline. Not only that are you competing with, but you're also competing against other buyers in the market who are doing the same thing, either faster than you or better than you. So you want to make sure that you get the information you need so you can make an informed decision and moving forward in your business when it comes to purchasing a box truck specifically. All right, that's all I have now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will either answer them in the comment section, or if enough people ask the same question, I'll just make a video and respond that way. Now, if there's anything you really want me to go more in depth of that I kind of brushed over because of time, or any single part of my video, just let me know. Put a comment below of what you want me to go in more depth of, and I'll be sure to answer that request. All right, well, thank you for visiting and watching the channel. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you give it a thumbs up so I can make more videos just like this. If you have questions or suggestions, please be sure to put them below. And do not forget to subscribe for more videos like these. And with that being said, it was real. I enjoyed my time. I hope I helped you. Until next time, goodbye.